Welcome to Third Coast Health, Safety, and Security Orientation. Third Coast is a leader in manufacturing, storing, blending, filtering, and packaging for products from the petrochemical and pharmaceutical industries. We've achieved certifications from the International Organization for Standardization, ISO 9001-2015, and American Chemistry Council Responsible Care Partner with RC 14001-2015, and the National Association of Chemical Distributors Responsible Distribution Certification. As an industry leader, Third Coast is committed to maintaining the health, safety, and security of our employees and visitors. We follow the Environmental Protection Agency Risk Management Program and the Occupational Safety and Health Administration Process Safety Management System standards and concepts on our site where appropriate. All contractors should be aware that there are process safety management and risk management plan covered processes in the facility. There might be materials flammable, toxic, corrosive, hazardous in general. The hazardous nature of those substances has the potential of fire, explosion, or toxic release associated with the process. In the event of a fire or spill, you should notify any plant personnel who will initiate the emergency response procedures. If an alarm is activated, you must evacuate to the designated area. Facility rules and procedures are in place to enable Third Coast to comply with local, state, and federal regulations. Your compliance with these rules and procedures is vital to maintaining health, safety, and security for yourself and for other visitors and workers. For your security, all visitors are required to identify themselves and sign in on arrival and sign out on departure at the front office. Visitors will be provided with an entry card, which must be returned at the conclusion of their visit. Visitors must always be escorted by a Third Coast employee when inside the operating zone of the facility. Delivery and pickup drivers have alternate facility access that does not require an escort. They must, however, show a valid driver's license at a gatehouse on arrival. There, they will receive a copy of our current rules and regulations and a security pass. The use of personal vehicles, cell phones, and any other communications devices, including both hands-free and handheld devices, as well as cameras, is not allowed without management approval. Unless you've obtained prior approval, all such devices should be secured in your vehicle before entering the plant. As a tobacco-free facility, we respectfully ask that you refrain from smoking, chewing tobacco, or using electronic cigarettes anywhere on this property. Visitors must stay with their escorts, follow escort instructions, and remain alert for traffic. Visitors may not approach or touch products, inventory, facility vehicles, or other equipment. Visitors may not approach or otherwise distract plant personnel during active operations within the facility. Please be aware that video monitoring is in effect throughout the Third Coast site. Basic traffic safety rules in and around the facility include observing a 10-mile-per-hour speed limit and always yielding right-of-way to pedestrians. In turn, pedestrians are expected to be aware and give a wide berth to forklifts and other equipment moving around the plant. Please respect the unique maneuverability and field vision limitations heavy equipment drivers contend with. The minimum personal protective safety equipment required inside Third Coast plant areas is a hard hat and safety glasses with side shields. This equipment must always be in your possession when you're in the plant and must be worn while in work areas. Additional safety equipment may be required in designated areas of the plant, like wear fire-resistant clothing or at a minimum a fire-resistant lab coat. Visitors who do not have FRCs who will visit this area of the plant will be provided this PPE. Your host or Third Coast supervisor will inform you of these areas and corresponding requirements. Anyone entering work areas of the facility must wear closed-toed shoes. Non-perforated leather, simulated leather, or rubber footwear is recommended for visitors. Employees must wear steel-toe, chemical-resistant safety shoes or boots as designated for their work areas. From time to time, certain areas of the plant will be restricted. For safety reasons, do not cross the safety barriers in place during such periods. Please ask your Third Coast representative if you have questions concerning temporarily restricted areas. At Third Coast, we work hard to avoid all accidents. However, we want you to be informed of safety procedures you'll need to follow in the event of an accident. Should an evacuation alarm sound, follow the red and white evacuation route signs quickly and calmly to the assembly area at Gate 1 or Gate 2, whichever your escort deems closest to your location at the time of the alarm. All alarms at Third Coast are general alarms which require evacuation. Upon hearing the alarm, which sounds like a buzzer, immediately walk to your designated evacuation area. Always remain upwind of smoke, fires, or spills. If you have equipment that's running and you can do so safely, turn off the equipment before evacuating. Vehicles shall not be used during an evacuation. Once you have arrived at the standard assembly area, please use your entry card, security pass, to check in. This will record and demonstrate that you have safely evacuated the facility. Should the standard assembly area be affected by the emergency, authorized Third Coast personnel will provide radio direction to an alternate location. Should it become necessary to move from this location, the group will move together. It is critical that all instructions given by Third Coast personnel be followed closely. Homeland security levels are monitored by management. In the case of a fire or emergency condition, anyone can activate one of the fire alarm boxes located throughout the facility. These are readily identifiable by their red color. Please do not hesitate to activate the alarm in case of fire or emergency. As part of Third Coast commitment to safety, employees trained in firefighting, first aid, CPR, and AED are present on every shift. If someone experiences a heart attack, automated external defibrillators are available in the operations lunchroom and in the front office kitchen lunchroom. Eye wash stations and safety showers are in all areas of the facility. Make sure you know where they are before starting your work. All contractors should be aware that you and your employer are responsible for all necessary training and instruction to ensure that you perform your duties on the Third Coast site safely. By OSHA regulations, contractors must obtain all required permits before starting work. These permits are all issued through the Operations Department representative of each area where the work is going to be conducted and must be returned at the end of each workday. If you are unsure which permits you need, your Third Coast host or facility supervisor can provide this information. In plant vehicular transportation, compressed gas cylinders procedures, hearing protection requirements, scaffolding and elevated work procedures, asbestos, containing material handling practices, lead-based material handling practices, excavations procedures, safe crane, draught, cherry picker operations, and other requirements will be communicated during the safe work permitting process. Be aware of situations that necessitate a lockout/tagout requirement. This will also be completed during the work permitting process. A safe work permit is required before the start of any non-routine work. A hot work permit must be issued for any job where sparking is possible, and a confined space work permit is necessary before entering any confined area, which is defined as an area which is large enough to enter but has limited means of entry and exit and is not designated for continuous occupancy. Only authorized and certified personnel are allowed to operate Third Coast equipment, including forklifts. Remember, passengers are never permitted on forklifts. Additionally, if you must work at an elevation of 4 feet or more, you are required to wear fall protection equipment. Third Coast has a safety data sheet, or SDS, on file for each chemical it uses, produces, and stores. The SDS includes information about each chemical and any health hazard information associated with it. These sheets are available in the scale house at your request, as well as electronically at any time. Employees should request SDS copies from their supervisors, while visitors may obtain an SDS from their Third Coast escort. If you are unsure about product compatibility at any time, please refer to the compatibility charts located in every department or ask your Third Coast representative. Here at Third Coast, we are committed to being good environmental stewards. Among other things, this means being mindful of activities that have the potential to impact our environment. Proper planning and appropriate spill containment equipment shall be always utilized. If a spill or leak is detected, please notify your supervisor or escort host immediately. Do not attempt to clean up the released material unless you have been properly trained and have the appropriate PPE. If you are injured in any way while here at Third Coast or believe that you might have been exposed to a chemical, please notify your supervisor, escort host, or the Third Coast Safety Department immediately. It is also important to report any accident or situation that could potentially produce an accident. Following our health, safety, and security rules and procedures helps assure that your time with us is safe, secure, and productive. This video was created to inform visitors of their role in our safety program. Visitors having an extended stay will have to complete a more comprehensive safety orientation. Please direct any questions concerning our rules and procedures to your Third Coast escort at this time. We appreciate your attention and cooperation. And again, welcome to Third Coast.